Welcome back to Metro Exodus here on Serious Gaming.
Artyom, you know, when I found this photo of the Pacific Ocean, I just knew for some reason that we were going to go there in the end. All these rivers, mountains, deserts, they just won't do. It's ocean or bust. I believed we could make it. I did. I know I'll get there. And if I need some help, you'll be there for me. You'll save me again, won't you? Artyom, please. Stop torturing yourself. It hurts to even look at you. You and Dad too. It's not your dream, and not his belief in the occupying forces. It's just fate. A stupid piece of cloth in the wind. Rotten concrete. An idiotic ammo dump.
Artyom, you should go. I'll give her a shot. Let her sleep with it.
All right.
Come with me, bratucha. There are things to discuss. Hey! Leave your work for the moment! Come to the bridge! Alright, one moment! Tell me what happened, Nastya. Did someone bully you?
No,
Why are you crying then?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? What of?
I have this cough. What if it's like Aunt Anna's?
Don't worry, Nastya. You didn't breathe any gas after all. It's just a cold.
Don't worry,
You'll
Archie.
fix it in no
Everything
time.
will be okay.
And
Anna's
then
strong.
Anna.
Alyosha here. I'm online as promised. I hope you can hear me.
For real?
You have my word, so don't you worry.
Alright, I will. My mom says the Spartans always keep their word.
That is true,
If it
Nastya.
gives, the valley will be washed away, and everything that remains will be deadly. Leave tomorrow, or even better, yesterday. Talk to the other girls. Get them to raise the issue at the council session. Even the pirates will have to obey if it passes. Just leave me a note so that I know which end of the world to follow you to once I'm back. With this, I have to bid you farewell. At least until tomorrow. Au revoir. I hope she heard that. The radio is in the church after all. But with Olga, even Satan himself wouldn't stop her. Much less a stupid taboo.
How is she? Well,
We have news, and it seems to be bad.
we haven't had any other variety in a long time.
Take a seat, bratucha. Boy, this conversation is not gonna be simple, I think.
Until today, we thought that this shot of Novosibirsk was a simple error.
What's
We
up
were
with
wrong.
it?
The legend says Irradiated zones are highlighted in shades of green, while purple highlights indicate errors. Today, though, I found some small print. The thing is, radiation levels way outside of normal operational range of the scanner are also marked as errors. Simply put, the radiation there may well be completely off the scale. We're about 500 clicks from Novosibirsk, and radiation outside is almost as high as back in Moscow.
Cadmium or red?
The shots are 20 years old. The radiation can't be quite as high now, but still, Novosibirsk is most probably.
So what do we do now?
I'll tell you what we do. Artyom and I will go.
This is not the other way. We go together.
Sir,
all right.
please. First, she is my daughter, his wife. My paranoia about the occupation forces drove her into that damned bunker. And Artyom with his dream, he dragged us out of Moscow. So we too are to blame.
Still, we are the Order. We are one crew and we should all act accordingly. We should all go.
Discussion is closed. This is not an Order mission. It is a personal errand, mine and Artyom's. We don't need any help. Second, we don't know the exact location of the medicine. It might be in the city center, or in one of the Academ Gorodok labs. So Anna's life might well end up in your hands, too. Third and last, wherever we might go, winter is coming. And getting the Aurora stuck in snow is what?
That's something we can't allow.
Do you remember what Yermak said? Remind them, please.
railway technology museum at the city outskirts. We'll almost certainly find a snowplow for the Aurora there.
So, gentlemen, your missions are to search the Academ Gorodok labs and prepare Aurora for the winter. Crew, get ready for the mission. Also, we are starting constant radiation level monitoring outside, effective immediately. Sam, you're first.
Yes, sir.
I think that lethal radiation levels there are actually good news for us.
You mean there was nobody left to rob the drugstores and hospitals?
Exactly. Unlike the towns we've been to.
Colonel, sir, an update on the suits.
Yes, what's the situation?
I managed to assemble only 2 complete ones.
You see, they're for Artyom and me. It's fate, that's what it is. Will they help?
Well, they'll protect you from dust, but even the direct radiation there is so high, it could...
Yes, can you add more protection?
Sure, Yermak does have some lead sheets in store, but the suits are rather bulky and heavy as it is.
We aren't exactly attending a dance party there. How much time will it give us?
A couple of hours. Not enough, I think.
Better than nothing. Don't worry. We'll make do. Always have.
Added some lead shielding to the cart.
I'm so glad I found Marco's record. The medicine is called Renergen F, and she was completely amazed by it. Mind you, she was a real doctor, unlike me.
Katya, believe me, your mother would be proud of you.
Thank you, Alyosha. I hoped I could help, but Anna's case seems to be extremely unfortunate. The gas on the Volga lost most of its punch already, but it was enough to start the destructive process. Of course, the hopes I had for the valley and its air were naive, but even the valley in the end.
Yes, air, water, in the forest. It's all there. But I'm afraid not for long. A pity. The people there are actually quite nice. We'd find some common ground.
Is the dam in such danger?
It is. But even if it could hold out for years more, a third of the valley is already polluted with radiation. All the fallout was accumulating at the bottom of the reservoir for years and years, and now it's seeping through.
feeling
You take to the damn
the
feds.
forest bitches are on the move.
I hope they
apart.
listen to my advice.
Alex Capone with his boys
You
reached
love
their
her?
camp from the other side of the forest.
I see.
They're all
Yes.
gone. Benny stopped
If
my
it is
stalking.
fate, you'll meet her again. Definitely.
Anyhow, looks like they're all
Well,
moving
I'll go check
somewhere.
up on Anna.
Gather everyone. Call the guys from
Sure.
the lakes back. Talk to
And tell her I
Lowe's
said
gang.
hi.
You must direct before they reach the next forest. Don't worry about us. We're done for. We locked ourselves in a barn. All 5 of us. We'll shoot back, but we still have ammo. Those fuckers are all over the place.
Motherfucker, they shot Thunder! Ah, take this, you bitches!
Yeah, we're done for. Start to try digging out to see where they are. Took an hour right through the eye. Nailed them to the wall, like a bug. All right, it's time. Bye, guys. I shake your hands and all.
Attention citizens. This is a civil defense headquarters message. The following cities are declared off limits until special notice due to extreme radioactive pollution. Arno, Birsk, Kemerov, Novokuznetsk, Novosibirsk, Tomsk. Do not leave shelters without a specific order. Do not use water from open bodies of water. Do not walk on unpaved roads. The railroad can only be used by trains equipped with air filtration systems. Do not use any other railroad vehicles, regardless of the state of the tracks. Due to extreme radioactive pollution, all citizens leaving their shelters as ordered are to proceed to designated evacuation hubs immediately for urgent decontamination. I repeat, the following cities are declared off.
Come in, right here. Come in, Alder. Do you read me? Over. Alder, you missed 12 communication windows already. Situation here is nominal. Nothing to report. Oh, Colonel Klepnikov, do you read me? Please come in. Dad, please. Come in. Over. Alder, this is Pine. I can't keep the receiver on for too long. We'll be back for the next agreed window. Over. Dad, please, come back. Over. Pine. Over and out.
Okay, I need to go to the workshop, make some ammo, make some counters, make everything. I'll go with the Kalash instead, or the bastard. Alright. Okay, good.
So, Bratucha, up for a smoke, I see. I remember if I already told you about this. Read about the kind of people I would meet. And that the further I go, the less people were good. So here's what my take on this is now, Bratucha. I just wasn't lucky. And now with you and the others here, I figure I just hit the jackpot with so many good people together. Take Duke for one. He keeps boasting about how he's going to shoot enemies up, all that. In fact, when you two were at that bridge, he didn't kill the cultist. Didn't even shoot that Silantius, and that is a shot I'd take in a heartbeat. So, what does that make him? A kind god. That's all, yeah. Or Damir. Visiting his homeland was his dream. I thought he'd just stay there, especially since we took that Baron bastard down. No, Damir still went with us. He couldn't just leave his friends. That's the caliber of a man he is. Alyosha too. I thought he was kinda rudderless, but he found the love of his life. Imagine that? And did he stay with her? No. He cares for you and Anna enough to leave the girl and come with us to Siberia. It's gonna be a while before he sees his Olga again. So here's the main point. Bratucha, if you and the Colonel have people like this coming with you, this means our cause is right and we can take anything on, don't it?
I guess I'll be using the car to get into the city. We have the suits of armor. They should protect us. I don't have enough, well, ammo is going to be a bit of an issue, but I do have enough shotgun shells and enough Kalashnikov ammo to be... It was part of the reason why I went with that particular setup. I have a lot of bolts. Like if I look at ammo types, I have 180, close to it, 48, all that, and 45. I should probably... Look, if I ever need more, I'd say 20. Yep. Alright, I'm good.
Yes, Artem. I never told this story before, but I'd like you to listen. You see, I had this Tokarev pistol. The fail-proof thing that had failed me once. It was a great gun. Powerful. Punch through any body armor you could still move in. But it only had 8 bullets. And that just proved not enough. I came upon some bandits that were tormenting a family, and I just couldn't. So, I snapped and got all of them, save for one. The fucker hit me hard. By the time the Order people arrived, I was half dead. Thought they were angels. Anyhow, here's why I'm telling you this now. There are more of us now than I had bullets then. So, I'm sure we can take whatever the world throws at us and win!
Guess I'm heading for the good ending then. It was a pain in the neck getting this far, I might add. Alright, Stefan. Let's go then. You know, I thought we had run out of coal, but whatever. Let's go. We did what's got to be done. I wonder if the
Artyom. I wanted to say, look, I spent 20 years with you people. We almost burnt the planet down trying to kill each other once. And should be enemies, I guess. But, you know, when the Colonel took me from that crowd, and women and children beat me up, I was scared. I couldn't raise my hands. I'm not a beast. No, I sure was strong then. Thank you for thinking of those poor souls in the Deadlands. I'm not a believer, but if there was a God, he'd never let this happen. I'd still like to believe that kindness will come back to you. Good luck, brother. Anna isn't giving up. She believes in me, believes in us, and for a good reason. Thousands of kilometers of track behind us, we are finally approaching Novosibirsk, a dead city concealing her hope for life, the medicine that could save her, somewhere in its cold, irradiated heart. A year ago, we left the poisoned ruins of Moscow. And now we are about to enter another city stiff in the murderous embrace of winter and radiation. Will we ever find somewhere to live on the surface? Maybe. But for now, we're returning back into the bowels of Metro. Back to save Anna.
Well, we know the stakes, right?
What do you know? We're here. Novosibirsk. I sure hope this time it's not another bunch of nuts.
The bridges are undamaged, and the radiation's climbing like crazy. I think there'll be no nutcases this time.
The houses are undamaged too. Sam, what's with the radiation?
8 times higher than in Moscow and still climbing, Colonel. I think we better not stay outside for too long here.
Are you ready, Artyom? Follow me.
Good luck. You can rely on us.
It doesn't look like a city that got hit by a nuke. Tanks in the streets? That doesn't
The
make sense.
situation here looks more complex than we thought. Still, time is short, so we're taking the direct approach. Let's refresh the plan. Yermak! We'll take the Aurora south to the Sibirskaya cargo station. Martin, Stepan.
Krist, Sam, Idiot, and I will handle the Institute building in Akadem Gorodok. We'll pay a visit to the Railroad Museum on the way. There might be something
Alyosha.
for the Aurora.
I've stayed to guard the Aurora with Tokarev.
Good. Artyom and I are checking the Institute's main building. Radiation is way too high here, so we'll try to get there through the metro. Well, let's get to it. Good luck, Spartans.
Good luck.
Good luck.
We're insane for even coming here.
mission to save Aunt Anna?
Yes. Could you please watch over her for us until Artyom and I come back? Please?
Of course. Teddy and I will be her guard. Will you help me, Teddy? Private Teddy mission acknowledged.
Does this city even have a metro system? I'm asking because not many cities actually do.
Hush, shh. She's sleeping. Are you leaving?
Yes. I hope we'll make it in time.
Anna is strong. She'll be here for you. She definitely will. Just make sure you come back.
Thank you, Katya.
Come in, Artyom. The attack ended. I did my best. So you don't have to worry. Her pulse is strong. She's just exhausted. She'll probably sleep till tomorrow now.
Alright then. We go. To meet the end.
Come back soon. Seeing you would be the best medicine.
Come back alive, maybe.
Your gear, Colonel Sir. Thank you.
Someone's taking the big gun.
Artyom, this is no Moscow where you could loiter outside for months. Who knows what monsters live here? So think well what to pack. I'll be waiting at the car.
If necessary, yeah. So the game does give you an opportunity. I'll dismantle these babies. Just go with the explosive rounds. Yeah, maybe like 8, right? Because I can always make more. I have all my guns sorted out. Everything is ready. We are good to go. All right.
You ready?
We are. So, Artyom, here's your chance. Our last chance to save Anna. We must make it count. Saddle up.
Here we go.
You keep overwatch. I'll be busy watching the road. It's not squeaky clean, I'm sure. Good luck, gentlemen. We are her last hope now.
Into the jaws of death. Into the mouth of hell. 10 points for whoever knows where I got that.
A failed evacuation, I presume.
To an extent.
Try to get into this square behind the station.
Yeah.
The metro entrance should be there.
To be fair, to be quite honest here, it is unbelievable that you would have this kind of devastation.
So here goes nothing.
The reason behind that is, if there was a nuclear war, right? It wouldn't just happen out of nowhere.
Find the road to your dream. Do you wish we never set out? I can see that. Well, let's put those feelings away for the moment, Artyom. We can handle this. I think we can get out through there. Hold on.
I'd like to point out that I do have a gas mask. I can't actually... yeah, I have it on, but it's not actually using my filter timer. The game gave me 3 minutes of free filter timer. I had 3, and I do obviously have some chemicals. I'll get some more if needed. I can always dismantle some of the explosive bolts. That becomes an issue, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
A lot of cars. The army had the traffic blocked. The town got hit smack in the middle of evacuation.
Doesn't make sense. Like, look, again. Well, I guess deploying the military in cities to an extent to keep order if a nuclear war was to break out. What are you doing, Colonel?
We're definitely not entering the metro through here. Too much snow.
Ideas?
Take the wheel, Artyom. I'll handle the navigation. We'd better use the map here. No time for driving in circles. All right. The map puts the metro entrance quite close to our position. This road should get us to the city center. Take it, but keep looking around. There might be a way into the metro on the way. Oh, so much snow. And the storm is getting worse by the minute. Weird feeling. The buildings are intact, but the city is dead. Don't you think Moscow was better, eh?
Also, it's just a point I like to make out, you know, as someone who understands a bit about politics, geopolitical situations, military affairs, and someone who spent most of 2017, you know, wondering if a nuclear war would erupt between North Korea and the United States. No, even if countries, Russia, NATO, if every country on the planet used their nukes in such a way, they wouldn't do this. Modern nuclear weapon, we're long past the point of the Cold War where that might have happened with the size of the arsenals, with the way nuclear weapons existed back then. Modern nuclear weapons, you could hurl most of the world's arsenal at New York, and it wouldn't do even half of this. And I say most of the nuclear weapons that currently are in use, currently are in active usage by militaries on the planet today, because modern nuclear weapons don't emit that as much radiation. This would make sense, you know, during the height of the Cold War, right? If you had those kind of weapons. If you had, say, you know, maybe maybe something like the Tsar Bomba, but not the version they actually built, but the version they initially thought of, with double the tonnage, that would have emitted a lot of radiation. Modern nuclear weapons are more and more cleaner. You know, we think of using nuclear weapons as this devastating effect, right, that would wipe out all life. Less so than people might think. Mind you, it is wise for people in charge to still think that, to still have, you know, it's still very, very useful for a lot of people, population at large, politicians, to still have that kind of mentality. Because you never want to think that nuclear weapons are usable or that it's okay. Because at the end of the day, there's several factors in that, one of which is the fact that if nuclear weapons are okay, then, well, where's the mutual assured destruction? It no longer exists. It existed at certain points, you know, also interceptors, that kind of stuff, right? You gotta consider that aspect of it, which didn't exist during the Cold War. Then again, you know, if you could drop a lot of nukes on Moscow, and sure, that would hurt Russia quite a bit, but Russia would survive. And that is, its military would survive. That increases a lot of, you know, that increases global tensions. No one wants to talk about this. Like, the facts are very well known, right? But no one wants to put too much emphasis, especially for politicians that don't think about these kind of things on a daily basis. I mean, sure, you know, politicians have access to nuclear weapons. Do you think someone like Trump, Theresa May, Macron, Xi Jinping, or Putin even really understand all of these things? Maybe Putin, because he was an FSB agent. Maybe him? You know, maybe someone with his particular background, his particular focus. Maybe him. No one else, though. Just something I'd like to point out.
Damn. All right, okay. Turn right. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Try the corridor on the left.
Don't
rush it. We're done for if we get stuck.
Are we?
Go straight here. Careful, Artyom. Careful.
It is weird.
Still getting worse. As well as the radiation.
I mean,
We can't stay here.
I mean, okay, this amount of radiation with the city in this kind of condition, yes, you could use nukes to, you know, get the city into this kind of position. More powerful nukes that are currently used. But military nuclear weapons would not do this to a city unless they more or less pulverized it. This city is still standing, another fact. And there is a way of doing it, two ways really. One, nuclear power plants can do this if they get blown up. No one would target a nuclear power plant, not because during a war, I imagine, or it's, I don't know what kind of plans there are, but I imagine they wouldn't. The other option is what people call a dirty bomb, a bomb that's deliberately designed to use to do as much radiation damage as possible, but militaries don't have those. They don't develop them. No country in the world, regardless, not even North Korea, no one really, because there is very limited military value in that. You know, you don't want to just saturate an area with radiation that will last for millennia. When, you know, when it comes to military affairs, you might want to occupy an area.
There. That way should take us back to the main road. God damn it! Another car pile! It seems like a tank passed through here. Let's follow it. I hope the car could take us further. We'll have to walk from here. And we'll have to be quick. The radiation's rising.
Actually, the radiation level is kind of manageable over here. I mean, yes, there is a bit, but if you look at the counter there. Yeah. Oof. We're fine.
Wow, we're finally here. Let's find a way to the city center. That's what I call a cave. Got any ideas on how we get into that tunnel? Through the carriage. I'll help you open that. Let's do this. Skeletons all around. These have been here for at least 20 years. Let's move on and keep your eyes peeled. These guys can't hurt us, but the survivors might.
Are you
We need to get to the Lenin Square station. The Institute is a stone throw from there.
Are you
Metro
expecting?
isn't very deep here, and with the radiation so high, the locals probably didn't last long. It's a bit safer down here, though we've already taken at least triple the norm up there. The tunnels.
Well, that's not too bad.
Back home. We're in our element here.
Yes, Colonel, we left Moscow to escape the metro. Here we are going into it again.
What do you know? The air is breathable.
Are you sure? Air that might be very stale.
Mutants again. Going to have a go at us. Let them try, I say.
Dogs.
The straightway is blocked. Take a look around on it. We need to get into the tunnel next to ours.
What do I see?
Let's try squeezing through here. There's the passage. Move, I'll cover you.
Oh, how about that? Wouldn't. Oh, yeah. Colonel.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Watchman. What are these things anyway?
Whoa! Incoming! Get ready!
That's the first one. I have okay.
Damn, these are probably related to the mutants from back home. And this metro is crawling with them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can handle these.
We can. Just give me a moment. Considering, yeah, I have the, yeah, I'm fine. Rats, maybe? Oh, there are some giant fucking rats, really. What do we have here?
People from their school are there too. Look around here, Archie. You might find something useful. Now. They don't let anyone in. But don't worry, they're going to start handing the radio protector out. Am I supposed to give that green shit to my kids? Don't give me that. The green stuff is better than any filters you can get. And they said, don't worry. You just have to take it for a couple of months until the situation gets better. Anyhow, let's talk about this later. Okay, let's do that. So, that's how they were surviving. Due to that green stuff, that radio protector the military issued. And then their stores ran dry, but the radiation was still there. And that was it. Watch out! It's all rotten! Don't fall in! Another dead end. The bridge is down. There are usually 2 levels in such collectors. Let's try to get through down there. We could squeeze through here.
Nothing like a dip in highly radioactive water. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Before I follow the Colonel on his adventure, I kind of want to check this place around. Come on. Yeah, okay, I guess not. I wonder if this bulldog would handle things.
We could get out here. Here are the locals. Reminds one of that execution pit in Moscow, doesn't it? 8,000 kilometers later, and we're at an execution pit again.
Right, good shot.
I wonder if they were called spies too. Come on! Are you? This isn't our metro. We've nobody to help us here. Anything happens. You break a leg, you crawl back to the Aurora alone. I can't turn back before I find that medicine. Let's move. Just watch where you're going from now on. We've lost enough time already. That leads to the tunnel. I don't like these supports. The whole thing could collapse at any moment. Let's see. Look at these. We're in a station's outskirts. Wait, I'll pop a flare. This was war after all. They've been defending with these armored trolleys. And when those were taken out, they blew the tunnel up. The reinforcements never arrived. Let's go to this station. We might find something out there.
Or someone. I've seen this before. Come on, Colonel. We gotta keep moving here. Ignore the ghosts. It's best to not think too hard on this. Alright, Costin sending out.